This is my dream, this is my passion, this is something that I believe in.
If you're always afraid that things are going to go wrong, your business isn't going to succeed.
Who would have thought SOTS would make us millionaires?
I'm a 13-year-old entrepreneur and CEO of Spurgo.
I'm the inventor of the locker board.
I'm 14 years old. I'm the CEO of Zally Candy.
I'm the co-founder here at Rumble Boxing.
The CEO of Play Versus.
This is my hustle.
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 Today on My Hustle, we're going to see some extraordinary entrepreneurs who have turned their passions into profit. Follow along as we learn about their business, determination, and road to success.
Sure. Micah's Mix is a lemonade organization that sells lemonades in different areas of Philly. I was only 8 when we started it. I watched a lot of cartoons as a kid. There was this one lemonade episode, so I kind of followed the steps and tracks to it, and then I learned how to make it. There you go. You're welcome. Here's the straw.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's amazing because not many people at his age would think about something like this. So it's nice to see.
Strawberry up. This is business right here. I'm Micah Harrigan. I'm 10 years old. I'm the CEO of Micah's Mix, and this is my hustle. At first, we started selling out of our house, and people started to notice me because people were promoting me on their Instagrams, and a lot of businesses started to notice me, so they asked me to come sell lemonade at their business, so I get even more popular. So it's just been growing and growing over the 2 years.
When we sit outside, we sit out front. I sit on the steps. I don't do anything. He greets the customers, he talks to them, tells them the price, gives the change, puts it in bags, everything with him. I would sit on the steps on my phone and just make sure he didn't get robbed. That was pretty much my job.
I'm about to show you how the lemonade making process is. So it starts by pouring the syrups in and then the fruit. And this is where we fill it up with lemonade. We have color organization taps. So we're gonna put it on here. And if the syrup isn't on, then just shake it up a bit and then it goes out. We're at the OCF coffee shop, which we sort of rented out, and we will try to be here as much as possible and do our pop-ups at the same exact time. Our flavors today are blue raspberry, mango, and peach. Our special edition of the week is mango, and the pricing are $3 or 2 for 4. There you go.
Thank you.
Our best sellers are strawberry, followed by blue raspberry, followed by peach.
I like that there's different flavors besides regular lemonade, and they like the colorfulness of it.
You live on 23rd Street, right?
Yes.
I seen a line out there one day and I couldn't get no juice because there was so much of a line.
We usually sell it fast at my house.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, good luck and God bless.
Me too. Splenda noticed us when we were kind of promoting their product, because on the news we talked about how we made the sugar-free lemonades with Splenda, and Splenda really, really loved it, that we were using it.
My grandmother had diabetes, so I always talked to him about how she had to prick her finger to take her blood sugar every day. And I just explained different diseases to him. So he was like, oh, so they had to have sugar-free. And so he's like, well, we should make a sugar-free option. And I'm like, all right, well, let's get Splenda and let's make a sugar-free option. So we made it, and we made a little commercial. We tagged Splenda in it.
Hey guys, coming down the Micah's Mix to try the new sugar-free lemonade made with Splenda.
Next thing, Splenda reposted him on their Instagram, and I was like, what? And then the next day they followed him, and I was like, what?
Micah, why in the world would you want to make a lemonade with no sugar? Kids love sugar.
Well, a lot of people in my my family had diabetes and they couldn't eat or drink many sugary things. So I decided to make sugar-free lemonade so everyone can enjoy.
And then next thing you know, they're emailing and they're like, can we do something? And they sent 9 boxes of Splenda. And then they emailed again and said, hey, we want to do something even more special.
When the Splenda brand heard about what Micah was doing, they were really impressed. I mean, it's just not every day that you have a 10-year-old businessman, 10-year-old entrepreneur with the energy and the drive and the focus that Micah has. And when he announced that he was going to be offering a line extension of lemonades that were sugar-free, that would be good for the community as well as members of his family that are people with diabetes, we couldn't have been more excited to support him both personally and professionally. So personally, he's saving his profits for his college fund. I mean, he's 10 and he is forward thinking, and we are presenting him with a $1,000 check to go into that college fund. So that's very, very gratifying. And then professionally, just like OCF is helping him build his business, we want to help him build his business with a year's worth of Splenda, and then also a bike cart so that he can get to more of his consumers in Philadelphia. So I can't wait to see what Micah does into the future.
Well, one of the best days of my life just happened, that's it. And I had 4 cameras on me at the same time. I felt really good. People were telling me that they're really proud of me. I just got handed a check for $1,000. A lot of really good things just happened today.
When we come back,
When I first started off, I was happy to make 50 bucks. Did I see being here, having a multi-million-dollar company? No, definitely not at 21. When I first started off, I was happy to make 50 bucks.
A lot of time when you're that young and you have some level of success, you could kind of be content with it. I feel like she never gets content.
She's my cousin. We grew up together, and seeing her blog like this motivates me to start my own business.
So my projected revenue for this year would be $6 million. Last year, 2020, $1.9 million. 2019 for November and December, 30, 40, maybe 50,000.
Turning up her way. I've probably been wearing braids for all of my life, and this is the most growth I've seen in my hair in these 2 years than probably ever.
I recently started getting into celebrity styling. So a great thing that went viral on Twitter was when I did Derrick Rose's hair. And then I recently did Miguel Castro's hair. I'm Nia the Lock God. I'm 21 years old. I'm the founder, CEO, and owner of the Lock God Corporation, and this is my hustle. Welcome to the Lock God warehouse. Let me give you a tour. So, right here we have all of the warehouse associates. They are doing the packing, they're shipping the products right now. So we have our beautiful gold mailers, our awesome products. They go in there with the beautiful packaging. Then they get shipped out to you guys. Right here, we have some of our products. The Lock God Corporation is a business that consists of a product line and a salon. I currently have 4 products in various scents. So we have an oil, a moisturizer, a conditioner, and a shampoo. They were designed for people with locks, but anyone can use them any hairstyle. Over here, we have our shampoo, and then we also have our conditioner. So we have the shampoo in various scents. It's made up of saponified oils. So it's all natural and it's extremely cleansing, but it's not stripping. So even after you wash your hair, it's not that super dry feeling. It's still got good slip from a shampoo. When I was a loctician, I wouldn't really use products that were like traditionally for locks. Like if you go in the actual lock section, I would always find things that were different kinds of natural ingredients and mix them together and use them for my client. I guess that's like when I was creating the products, but I hadn't like put them out or anything like that yet, or really like made it like a thing, like, okay, here's my product. And then eventually someone kind of just told me like, hey, you should bottle this. I live in New York City, rent is high. And I moved to a new salon. It was really expensive. I'm like, maybe I should start bottling this so I can make like extra 10 bucks, 20 bucks. Like whenever I have a client, maybe they buy some stuff. And so I did that. The first launch, 100 bottles sold out in 45 minutes. record breaking. It took a long time for me to get some clients. Started off maybe like, one client a month, maybe like 2, 3. In like 6 months time, I would have like booked out week. I think when I was around like 18, 19 years old, I would be booked out for like 3 months straight. And so at that point, I gained a lot of notoriety online for being a hairdresser. And that's why I had kind of a little bit of a boost when I put out my products, because I was already a popular hairdresser. Okay, you guys, we're here in the Lock God Salon, and today I'm going to retwist and style Simone's hair. So let's get right into it. So the salon is pretty much exclusively just for people with locks. There are different kinds of people that come through, but the main customers are people with locks because they're locticians. So they're people that specialize in locks. Okay, so we're gonna start off with our peppermint lavender Lock God shampoo. I like to just kind of put it straight on there. You can see it lathers up really nice and quickly. So now that the hair is freshly washed, we're going to apply the conditioner. This is our Lock God Grapefruit Conditioner right here. So this shampoo and conditioner duo is great for like dandruff and scalp itchiness and dryness of the hair. Now we're going to apply our Lock God Hydration Mist and our Lock God Stimulating Oil. Just going to spray that on there. Adds a nice shine to the hair. Adds a little bit more hydration, moisture, all of those things. The hair feels fantastic, super duper soft, super duper moisturized. Okay, now we're gonna dry her off and we're gonna start styling.
After the break,
I put my story out on Twitter a lot, which it goes viral.
I actually found her on Instagram, booked the appointment, and then we met from there. She worked hard. For somebody so young, the level of dedication is just an amazing thing to see, because every time we're good at things, like, it's always we could be better.
So I literally went from selling maybe like 400 bottles in a restock to doing 4,000. So that's 10 times, the amount. And we were in this little room. I didn't really think it through. I didn't think we didn't have space. We didn't have workers. We didn't have, the speed. People are gonna still expect to get their stuff in the same time frame. I had to figure it out really quick. I had to pull a warehouse out of my backside, had to pull a whole team out of my backside, had to pull inventory out of my backside, all of those things. And that was tough. And we didn't have like a big space. We were in a room.
She's a very hard worker. She comes in, checks on us, makes sure we have everything we need. She started the business with $1,500. Going through a pandemic, I've seen the business grow a lot.
I just would really go hard on social media, making videos and making posts, and I would post a lot. Our pages have thousands of posts on them. I put my story out on Twitter a lot, which it goes viral a lot. We would gain kind of notoriety from that, and people would buy from that, and also from us going hard on Instagram. Derrick Rose reached out to us through Instagram. Pretty much he just wanted his hair done for Valentine's Day. I ended up going, and myself, I actually didn't do hair at the time, but I was like, D Rose, I'm going. I ain't that rusty, so I'm like, I'm gonna go. And I brought all of the products and all of that stuff, so I could be like, here, I hope you like it and everything like that. Our sales went up 90% when I put that on the social media. It went crazy. So I'm like, I should start doing celebrity clients. Today we are going to go into full spam for the travel size. So I need 30 posts to go up today. I need people to be able to see the flyers. I need 3 flyers made. I need you to be in the salon. I need you to make some videos and boomerangs. Pretty much just showing the travel size and telling people that it's going to be available in the salon. I'm one of the youngest people that work here. Early on, before things were very established, it was kind of just I'm the CEO. I take my job very literally, and it's to do what this company needs for us to get to a certain place. I have a lot of advice for other entrepreneurs, but definitely it's all about marketing. I think hustling really just comes from passion, to be honest. I think that if you're not passionate about what you do, it's going to feel like hard work and you're going to want to quit. I think that when there's true love and true passion in your heart for what you do, hustling is second nature. This is way more than I would have ever imagined, ever, starting off. I was happy to make $50.
When we come back,
I've snagged more baseballs in the stands at Major League stadiums than anyone ever.
I pretty much get a baseball every time I go to a game. I had a consecutive games streak where I got at least one ball every game that lasted more than 25 years. 1,523 was the final number.
What is up, everybody? This is Zach Hampel coming to you from just outside Fenway Park in Boston, outside of Salem Field in Buffalo, New York, Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia, Citi Field in New York. I've snagged more baseballs in the stands at Major League stadiums than anyone ever, including Alex Rodriguez's 3,000th hit.
Baseball and people are probably two of my biggest passions in life. Everything that I do is about helping people do this as well. I love to educate people. I want other people to connect with baseball and see how much fun it is. My name is Zach Hampel. I've caught over 11,000 baseballs at Major League games, and this is my hustle.
New York Yankees slugger Alex Rodriguez makes his 3,000th hit. Watch as the fans at Yankee Stadium scramble for the ball. It's a huge prize that could fetch more than $50,000. And you'll never believe who snagged it. It's the guy who literally wrote the book on catching baseballs.
The baseball itself is a magical item. It's the object at the center of the national pastime. When that ball flies up in the air, the TV cameras are on it, 50,000 fans in the stadium are staring at it, and everybody wants that baseball, whether it's a fielder hoping to catch it to record an out, or fans hoping to catch it to take home part of the game. The coolest thing about catching a baseball is not the ball itself, but the experience. So I gave A-Rod's 3,000th hit baseball to him. Did a press conference with him at Yankee Stadium. I mean, how cool is that? You can't buy that experience. When I was about 4 or 5 years old and watched Major League Baseball on TV for the first time, I noticed fans catching baseballs. Cameras zoom in on them, and they would celebrate like it was the best thing that ever happened to them. And that left some kind of impression on me, and I needed to experience that. I didn't just want to, it had to happen. And it took me many years to figure it out, but eventually it started coming together for me. When I was 14, that was really my first big season of going to a ton of games. I went to like 80 games that year. Living in New York City, you have Shea and Yankee Stadium, easy subway ride to both. So that's when it took off for me.
Fan and author Zach Hampel is here with us this morning.
Zach Hampel.
Zach Hampel.
Zach Hampel. Zach Hampel has snagged 3,763 balls from 44 different Major League ballparks.
This is where I keep the majority of my commemorative baseballs, which I'm really proud of. This is one of the favorite parts of my collection. So many cool ones just in this drawer, and there are many drawers. One of my favorites is the pink Mother's Day ball with the pink stitching. I got one from the opening series in Japan in 2012. And way tucked in the back, we have the opening series in Sydney, Australia from 2014. San Juan series in 2010, that's Giancarlo Stanton's second career home run, back when he was known as Mike Stanton. Again, another whole drawer of commemorative baseballs on top. I love this one so much. This was the Derek Jeter commemorative ball that was used at Yankee Stadium maybe the last couple weeks of his career. I have to do the math, but I would think that my collection would be worth 6 figures just based on what I still have. I've given away thousands of baseballs, and I've given away the 2 most valuable baseballs that I ever caught. Mike Trout's first career home run and A-Rod's 3,000th hit.
After the break.
Yes, I do go to baseball games for a living, but I edit video for a living. I keep very detailed lists on my laptop, on my website for everyone to see, and I just add to various numbers and lists every time I get home from a game, which can take anywhere from about 10 minutes to sometimes an hour if I catch lots of baseballs in interesting ways and I'm typing up notes to go with it. Every ball is represented on its own line. So I start with what number baseball it is in my collection, and then the date, the stadium, the location within the stadium, you know, like right field foul line versus third base dugout versus left center field bleachers. then what time of day I got it, or if it's a game ball, I'll put top of the 6th inning, 2 outs, 2-1 pitch thrown by this guy, hit by so-and-so, caught on the fly, or I scampered down some stairs and picked it up under a seat. As many details as I can put in, just constantly adding to it, and I keep this backed up on hard drives. It's also on my website, zachhample.com. People don't realize how busy I am. A lot of people have this assumption that I don't work. Yes, I do go to baseball games for a living, but I edit video for a living. And I think about filming and camera angles and talking points and B-roll, and it's hard to just sit there and watch a baseball game and chill. That's when I am on and focusing, and everything has to be perfect. My best friends know that when opening day rolls around, it's sort of like, well, see you later, guys. Have a good 6 or 7 months and catch you in November, It's so fun and I love it. I go to baseball games and I make videos. That's what I do. But there is so much stuff behind the scenes involved, and it really is a grind. It really is a hustle. And this is where I store most of my baseballs. It is officially insane. Thousands and thousands of baseballs. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it just makes me happy to know that I have these. And I'm hanging on to them for now, just like millions of collectors out there in the world have stuff that just makes them happy. I happen to have a ridiculous amount of this one object. I do have some of my favorite baseballs here, some big time home runs and some other interesting things. This was really the first big home run that I caught. This kind of put me on the map as someone who didn't just get foul balls and toss-ups, but could make a big time catch. This was Barry Bonds' 724th career home run. Caught this in San Diego when the Giants were visiting there in 2006. A couple of years after that, I caught another big one. It was the last home run that the Mets ever hit at Shea Stadium, which was their old ballpark. So you can see it right here. This baseball is the most happy and excited I've ever been catching any ball, including A-Rod's 3,000 foot. With the A-Rod, I was more stunned than anything. This one was just pure jubilation. When I think about where I started, just being any other kid obsessed with baseball and then ending up being this guy who makes videos full-time at stadiums and catching baseballs. My advice to people is find some unique angle and then be very good at it. Try to be the best at it. If you're doing something that everybody else does, you're not gonna stand out. So for me, I have this weird claim to fame of catching the most baseballs at major league stadiums than anyone. Game home run balls are definitely my priority. I have 73 lifetime, hoping to get to 100, and I will. It's just a matter of how long it takes. The YouTube thing has been insane for me over the past few years. It keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it just all feels great, and I love sharing what I do with so many people. For me, that's the driving force at this point, is really the effect that it has on other people. But I am still a little kid at heart. I'm still a collector. Even if I just get a toss-up before the game or catch a batting practice home run, I still get excited and it still makes me happy. It's just the experience of catching them really that still excites me after all these years.
Whatever your creative outlet is, if you work hard at it, you can turn it into a career. With a crazy idea, dedication, and drive, you can do anything. These entrepreneurs have shown us what their hustle is. What's yours?